Are you looking to scale up your Facebook ads through creative? In this video, we're reacting to ads that fall into the most scalable and widely used ad framework in performance creative, the B-roll mashup. With 10 years of experience, I've managed over $100 million in media spend under brands like Hulu, Universal Pictures, Sonova, and many more. I run a resource for creative strategists all about the top performing ad frameworks called trytheseads.com. The beauty of B-roll mashup ads is that they're extremely scalable. If you find a winner, it can be repurposed into dozens of iterations just by changing the edit, swapping the voiceover, mixing and matching footage from multiple creators in different shoots. This is why top brands like Dr. Squash have built up their content libraries and invested in B-roll mashups as a foundational format. If you can figure out how to get these kind of ads performing, they're very easy to double down on and scale. So in this video, we're going to break down a few B-roll mashup ads, call out some of the techniques they're using, and dive into concepts along the way. All right, here we go.
What do they put in these deos to smell like cologne all day?
We know we killed it when we made cologne-infused deodorants. We kept selling out our wood barrel bourbon and pine tar deodorants for a reason. Men realized girls were obsessed with how long it lasts. This deodorant was made for one reason: to make a world-class deodorant that's creamier than the rest. So creamy and applies on smooth. This is the real deal, so you don't have to put on your pits. All natural ingredients do it best. If that's not good enough, we made our deos affordable but smell like designer cologne. If you click this video, you will be happy because your pits feel the best they ever have.
Okay, so this is a product ad, and there's a lot of good stuff in this one. The first thing I noticed is that they're doing a good job of balancing moments. There's a lot of contrast from clip to clip, which is great for keeping people watching, increasing hold rates. Every time a scene changes, we're seeing new people, new shooting styles, clips from different shoots, different point of views. This ad is constantly shifting gears, but it's fast moving. It still feels cohesive. There's a concept that I refer to a lot. I have my own special name for it. It's called fuck around and find out. Crazy name, easy to remember. The idea is we're balancing educational and more traditional marketing visuals with entertaining moments. A lot of these visuals don't make a ton of sense, but they don't have to because they're just fucking around, having fun. Opening clip, we have a knife cutting up the deodorant. We're throwing it down the stairs. There was a kind of a booty slap in there somewhere. And that's all balanced out with other moments that are more educational. So mixing in fun moments keeps the viewer engaged, makes them interested to see what happens next, and that's good for retention and getting people to engage with video ads in the future. They're also using a tactic called introducing a new mechanism, which is where they give their product a label. The label they use is cologne-infused deodorants, and we know that deodorants have been infused with fragrances for forever, but what they're doing is they're taking an old feature and they're bringing it to the forefront. They're rebranding it by calling it cologne infused, and that's a way to differentiate their product through messaging. This is called introducing a new mechanism, and it's a smart move to make to differentiate your product, especially in a category like deodorants. It's a very mature market. There's not a lot of differentiation in the product features themselves, so when people hear cologne infused, it sounds like it's a new type of product they haven't tried before. That creates the differentiation. And last thought here is that Dr. Squash is great at bringing in human desires. There's a book called Cashvertising that introduces a concept called Life Force 8. It's basically the 8 instinctual desires that are hardwired into humans, into everyone. Dr. Squash does a great job of tapping into these. The specific one they use is sexual companionship. So even in an ad like this, a product ad, they're still sprinkling in and tying that human desire into the benefits. So the line they used was, men realized girls were obsessed with how long it lasts. Okay, so they're taking that product benefit, which is long lasting, and they're messaging it through a human desire. And that's a great way to trigger emotional, instinctive responses. There's also visuals that ladder up to this throughout the ad. Dr. Squash has scaled their annual sales by 30x since 2018, and a big change they made was moving away from just selling soap and towards selling status, attraction, and confidence and tapping into these human desires. Great. Okay, next ad.
I was so close to chopping off all of my hair until I found Prose. I've tried so many random shampoos and conditioners, and all they did was leave my hair feeling dry and lifeless. But I kept seeing this free hair consultation by Prose on TikTok. A few minutes for hair type, problem areas, location, and boom, they sent me shampoo and conditioner made just for me. Instead of playing the guessing game, I found exactly what I needed. I can't believe my hair looks this healthy and shiny just after 1 week. Take the consultation now.
All right, here we have a solution ad from Prose that's walking through a more traditional structure. Hook, failed alternatives, discovering the solution, and showing it before or after. They're using weird visuals again, but this time as a hook. They're using the classic TikTok AI voiceover as well. Again, one of the nice things about the B-roll mashup is that you can make iterations very quickly. So if this was a winning ad for them, it'd be easy for them to swap out the voiceover, adjust the edit, swap in a new creator, bring in new footage, and make a repurposed version of the same winning ad. A good technique they're using is something called mimetic response. It's also called modeled behavior. Some people prefer to call it that. It's essentially monkey see, monkey do. Humans are mimetic by nature. That means we learn by observing and copying others. This ad taps into that by showing the exact steps the viewer should take to become a customer. So there's visuals pulling up the app, taking the quiz, unboxing. It's visually modeling the behavior they want the viewers to take. And they could have taken it even further by showing the checkout or purchase process directly, but it's a good technique that they're using here. One thought for this is that its pacing is pretty slow. There's a few 3 to 4 second long clips in there. The hook is about 3 seconds long of just one clip. I've looked into this with some of my clients, and I found that 25 clips per minute is a sweet spot for B-roll mashup ads. The faster pace correlated with performance, but of course, this isn't a hard rule. It's just something that I found with my clients, something that you guys should look into as well. All right, let's watch the next one.
Being healthy doesn't mean you have to do all of this. Sometimes it's just a simple choice.
Oats overnight is a healthy choice that's easy to stick to. Just prep your oats the night before, throw it in the fridge, and in the morning, it's ready when you are. With 20 grams of protein and 25 flavors to choose from, you'll forget it's good for you. Ready to take a small step to make big changes? Go to oatsovernight.com to build your custom box and start making your mornings simpler.
All right, so this last one is a product ad from Overnight Oats. They're doing a good job of mashing up content from multiple sources. We have stock footage, UGC style clips, screen recordings, high production, product shots. It's all woven together pretty well. Biggest criticism for this one is it seems to be more directed by a brand team than a performance team. It's filled with language that's more brand heavy. They have a line that says, "Sometimes it's a simple choice," which sounds like a slogan. Probably sounds pretty good in a meeting room. Doesn't match the way that people actually talk. A good exercise here would be to pull real testimonials or reviews from your target persona and actually build your script using their words. When the language matches the customer voice, the message should land harder and resonate more. But on that note, if they're tied to strict brand guidelines, an interesting thing that they're doing well here is that they're speaking from the point of view of the brand rather than the creator. That's smart in situations where the client isn't ready to hand over messaging to a UGC creator, and a lot of brands still feel uncomfortable with creators acting as if they've tried the product when they haven't. Of course, it's lacking in authenticity. They're not comfortable with creators reading off of a script, so delivering the message through a voiceover, a B-roll mashup framework is a good way to deliver scripts from the point of view of the brand rather than the creator. And that's also a good way to get hesitant clients on board with UGC style performance creative. Okay, and that's it for B-roll mashup ads for today. I'm just starting to make videos like this. This is my second one. And if you like this kind of video, if you have any thoughts or feedback, let me know. I'm also open to reviewing ads sent in from viewers. So if you want me to take a look at one of your ads or your ad library, submit it through the link below. All right, thanks.